Hey YouTube, it's me Key and I'm back with another video. So this story is gonna be about how my kid's dad trying to me, okay? So let's get started. So I met my kid's dad when I was about 18. I met him at my cousin's house. Me and my cousin had became very close and we started spending a lot of time together. And I remember coming over one day and she was just telling me about how her man's cousins come over a lot. And she was just saying how she didn't want me talking to any of them. She was just like, cousin, they ain't ish. They ain't got nothing going on for themselves. Don't talk to them. Don't even give them a time of day. I'm like, okay, cousin, it's cool, it's cool. Back then I was really shy anyway, so I didn't really talk to too many guys because I was very, very shy. So one day I had brought my sisters over because we were gonna cook and we were gonna go swimming. So we made dinner, we made dinner, and then we were gonna get ready and go into the pool. My cousin was like, she needed to go to the store, and walks his cousin. So it was like five of them, and she was just telling her man how she wanted to go to the store or whatever. And he was like, cool, stay. So everybody left and went to the store. I think my sisters went too. So it was just me, and we're gonna give my kid's dad a name. We're gonna call him Lame. Y'all gonna eventually see why. So it was just me and Lame there. And I was sitting on the couch. Like I said, I was very shy. So I did not hardly make eye contact with people that I was not comfortable with. So I'm just looking at the ground. Well, looking at my plate because I was eating and I was just looking down, scared to death, shaking, I So his cousin sat on the couch right next to me, and I was like, oh my God, like, why would he do this? I'm terrified. Hold on. I'm terrified. I can't even breathe right now. Like, I feel like I was gonna die. So he just sat right next to me. He's very outgoing. Like, he's the type of person who just knows anybody. Like, you go somewhere with him, he's just gonna be talking to everybody because he knows them. You're gonna be walking down the street, somebody from down the street, across the street, is gonna be calling his name. Like, he was just like that. So he introduced himself to me, and then I don't know why he did this, but he wanted to shake my hand, and I really liked that. I'm like, oh my God. So I shook his hand, and he was like, why do you keep putting your hand down? I'm like, oh no. Oh, awkward. I was so awkward. And I was like, oh no, like, I was so scared. But he didn't mind. He just kept on talking to me. So let's fast forward to, let's say, oh, maybe like a week later, I had pulled up to my cousin's apartment, and I was getting out of the car, and I seen Lame. He was outside. So of course he walked up to me, and we had exchanged numbers at that time because we didn't the first time. So anyways, let's fast forward to, hold on, y'all. Let's fast forward to, let's say, February, because me and Lame, we met during the summer, and we started hanging out, spending time with each other like practically every day. Lane was like smothering me. He was always with me. He was very overprotective and very jealous. So here comes February, and if I wasn't with Lame or hanging out with my sister or one of my cousins, I'd be with my little brother and my little cousin. And my little cousin, he eventually he passed away, and that's another story I'm gonna have to talk about because he was very young when he passed. But so yeah. So yeah, it was one of those nights where it was me, my cousin, and my little brother. So my other cousin had called me, and she was like, hey cousin, what you doing? If you're not doing anything, y'all should pull up. We're gonna be cooking, just having a good time. We gonna function. So my brother and my cousin, they was with it. So we pulled up. And so when I walk in, my cousin was like, where's Lame? I'm like, I don't know. I ain't called him. He ain't called me. And she was like, wow, you need to be keeping tabs on your man, this, and that. I'm just wasn't trying to hear it because, like I said, Lane was smothering me, and he was very overprotective. So if I had a night where I got to be away from him, then that's what I wanted to do. And my brother and my cousin, they went to hang out, so I was going to hang out. So we're enjoying the, you know, the function, having a good time. My cousin walks up to me. She goes, Lame's on his way. I'm like, what you mean he on his way? You call him? She's like, yeah, I called him. I told him you was over here. We having a function. He needs to pull up. I'm like, why would you do that? She's like, cause girl, that's your man. That's your man. So Lame calls me. He was like, I'm about to pull up. Come outside. So I'm like, telling my brother and my cousin, walk outside with me. So we outside. Lame pulls up with a car full of people. He gets dropped off. He gets out, you know, just making a lot of noise, causing a scene. He's obviously drunk, smoking, just doing the most, already irritating me. So my brother, he's just sitting there looking mad because he's a Pisces. You know, Pisces are a-holes. So my brother just sitting there looking mad like, who is this? And then I introduced him. I'm like, Lame, this is my brother and my cousin. And my cousin's looking like, who the hell? And Lame, he starts picking on my little brother. And my little brother, you know, he's not the one to be messed with. He's very overprotective of me, and like, he just, you know, he may be young, but he with it. So he tells my brother, he's like, so what's up, cuz? He's calling him cuz because he was a gangbanger at the time. We gonna catch the fade, meaning fight. And my brother was like, what's up? And I was like, oh, whoa, it will be none of that today. Because, look, Lame, I didn't say this, but like, Lame, I'm trying to help you because my little brother, he may be my little brother, but he's gonna whoop on you, you know? This ain't the fade you want. But Lame just thinks he's the most toughest person in the world. But I'm trying to save him, you know? So we eventually go in the house, and we're just, of course, when Lane walks in, he knows every damn body. He's, hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, what's up, Lane? This, and that. So everybody's turning up. We having a good time. And then I remember me and my cousin and my brother, we just chilling on the couch, you know, having fun. And my cousin, he goes, cousin, I don't like him. And I'm like, I know, I could tell. It's okay. He was like, I want you to break up with him. I'm like, I'm not going to break up with him because you want me to. He's like, all right, bet. So usually, like, when we go function, like at like a friend's or a family member's house, me, my brother, and my cousin, we always find ourselves sitting on the couch, my brother on this shoulder, my cousin on the other shoulder, and that's how we just fall asleep. So we fell asleep, and I remember waking up, they're right here asleep, and I grabbed my phone because I don't see Lame anywhere. Grab my phone, and then I just see a text message from Lame. But the message that was sent to Lame said, it said, it's over. I didn't send that message. And I'm like, cousin, did you text Lame? He's like, yeah, I texted him. I don't want you with him no more. I don't want you with him. But Lame, the response that Lame sent was, it was said, in the message, it said, okay. So I put my phone down and went back to sleep because, I mean, he ain't trying to fight for me, and I don't really want to be with him no way. Like, my brother and my cousin don't feel like he's right for me. So I'm going to, you know, take their advice, and I'm going to break up with him. So, yeah, we ended up breaking up, and after that, Lame ended up going to prison. So fast forward to when I was about 22. Yeah, I was about 22 at the time, and I just remember I was kicked out. Like, I didn't have anywhere to live. So I had went to, sorry y'all, I had went to Vegas, and because that's where my dad stayed at the time. I went to Vegas, and I ended up coming back to Arizona because my grandma, she had just got a place, and she said I could live with her. But it did not work out, like fairly fast. It did not work out. So I had went back to Las Vegas. And my dad's girlfriend, she did not want me there. Like, she made my life, while I was there, a living hell. She hated me. But the thing is, when I got there, like, you know, I put gas in the car, I bought groceries. She just did not like me. So I remember the last time I was there, the last night, I was just outside because she was just making threats toward me, like she was going to hurt me and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm not going to be around this. So I was just outside, you know, walking the streets of Vegas. I don't know anybody. It's dark. And plus I was really sick. I think I had the flu. Like my body was weak. I was so sick. And there was this man, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He was like, "Well, I see you've been out here for a long time." I'm like, I'm okay." He's like, "You need somewhere to go? You can come to my house." Me being young, sick, and dumb, I went inside because, like, what am I gonna do? Just be out here sleeping on the sidewalk, you know? So I went into his house, and thank God nothing happened. I slept on the couch, but I did wake up and he had some explicit stuff on the TV. So I got up and, you know, I left. Well, I didn't leave right away because I didn't have nowhere to go, but I did leave soon after that. And that was the same day my dad drove me back to Arizona. And my best friend at the time, she had just got a place, and she was like, "Well, I know you don't have anywhere to go. You can come move in with me." So she had an extra bedroom. So I moved in with her. You know, I was helping her pay bills, things like that, helping with her kids. So I lived with her. And I remember scrolling on Facebook and I seen Lame's profile. And I was like, I remember him. So I sent him a friend request. As soon as I sent the request, he hit me up with a message. He was just saying how he remembered me, this, and that. So we started talking and we agreed upon, you know, meeting up and hanging out. I think maybe like a day or two later, I had gave Lane my address. He said he wanted to come over and hang out. So I'm like, okay, just come over anytime, you know. I'm just going to be at home all day. I'm just going to be chilling. So me and my ex-best friend, she doesn't need a name. Well, she does because I have plenty more story times about her, but I can't think of her right now. So I'm just going to say ex-best friend. So me and my ex-best friend, we walked to the store to get some snacks. We were child free at the time, so we were just gonna hang out, watch movies, just have a lazy day. Cause like I said, I really did help her out with her kids. So I low key felt like those were my kids too. So I needed a break. But yeah. So we're in the store shopping or whatever, and there goes Lame. And then we're just like, oh, hey, it's been a long time. This is now, you know, just reminiscing, catching up. We walk back to the house. Me and my ex-best friend, Lane, we just all chilling, watching movies or whatever. So Lame had expressed how he changed and he wants to be with me. Talked about the old times. It's not like that anymore. Blah, 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 blah. So I eventually moved out of my ex-best friend's place and I got my own place. And Lane went to jail. Before I moved in, Lane went to jail. So the day of me moving into my place, Lane got out of jail and I made him move all my stuff in my place. No, he did it by himself. No. Me and my cousin, we moved my stuff in, but it was a lot of extra stuff that I was just too tired to get. So I made him move everything in. And of course he moved in too. So like it was before, he was just always with me, being annoying, being overprotective. And shortly after moving in my place, I got pregnant with my Gracie mama. I know you guys seen her in one of my previous videos, but that is my oldest child, Gracie mama. She's so cute. But yes. So let's talk about his parents. Yeah, because that's what this whole story is about. So yeah, let's get to that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. His parents are crackheads, okay? They're crackheads. I don't know if his mom still is, but his dad for sure is still a crackhead. I know she's an alcoholic. They're both alcoholics. They're alcoholic crackheads. And I remember back when I met his mom when I was 18, she didn't like me then. And when I met her when I was 22, she didn't like me then, she didn't like me now. She still didn't like me. So yeah, his dad was always cool. You know, he was just always the type to ask for rides or whatever. Annoying. They both did. But, you know, for the most part, he was cool, or so I thought, you know. He would call my phone like every day. Calling for Lame. And his mom did not like the fact that Lane was with me. She would always be on the phone saying why you never hang out with your parents somewhere? Come have a beer with us. You always over there with her. I mean, we're a family now. He's supposed to spend time with me. I'm his girlfriend. I'm carrying his child. He's supposed to be with me. So, I let them. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I let them. Lane went over to spend time with his parents, and yeah, it had got real late. And I was like, okay, it's time for him to come home because ain't no spending the night nowhere. We live together. You gonna spend the night at home. You gonna, sleep in the bed with me. So I pulled up to go get Lame. I'm like, I'm outside. Oh, he's like, oh, okay. Here I come, babe. I'm coming outside right now. So Lame gets in the car and he just starts crying. And I'm like, what's wrong? He would not tell me what was wrong, but I'm like, okay, he's drunk. Maybe it's just that he's crying because, he's drunk and going through it. No, he was really crying because something was wrong. And I wasn't going to pull out till I found out what the reason was, because if I need to go upstairs into that apartment and set that mother off, I'm going to do it, pregnant and all. No, I'm just kidding. But I want to know what was wrong with my minions. So eventually he tells me, he's like, my dad said he wants to you. I said, what? Yeah, my dad, just crying. And his dad basically said he wanted to hunch on me. Yeah, he told him that. So from then I was just very disgusted. Like, I was very disgusted with that man. And like, I don't know, I stopped answering the phone for him. And like, his mom would even be like, why you call her so much? Like, he accidentally left a voicemail one time. He's like, why you calling her so much? She already told you Lame is not there, but you still calling her. Yeah, we know why now, because he wants to hunch on me. Just disgusting. So it was time for me to have my daughter, and we're all at the hospital. Lame is calling everybody he knows, come up here to the hospital. Yeah, she's about to have a baby right now. I'm like, you're not finna have all these people up here. I want my immediate family here and you, but extra people you calling, hell to the no. You know. And he's like, well, I just want some support. Okay, you can have some support, but you're not gonna bring all the people up here. Then he's on the phone with his dad. He was telling him, yeah, she about to have a baby. Bring some bottles up here. We gonna party. No. And your dad damn sure your dad damn sure ain't bringing his ass up here. No. For one, you already told me what this man done said about me. And like, I'm practically naked with a hospital gown on. I'm not going to be comfortable. Then he gets mad at me because I don't want his dad at the hospital. He was like, well, that was a long time ago when he said that. I don't care. He still said it and he meant that. I'm like, you lame for even arguing with me about it. So you know what? He leaves the hospital. He left me up there because I didn't want his dad up there. But I ended up not even having my baby that night. They sent me home because I wasn't fully dilated. Like, still, you left me up there? But yeah. So yeah, I eventually stopped hanging out. Well, hanging around, his parents' house. I stopped going over there. No, even after I had the baby. Yeah, he used to make me go over there like every day and just sit there all day with my newborn baby. And I was so irritated because his mom wanted us over there for nothing. So yeah, eventually I ended up putting my foot down. And I let him know I'm not finna be doing this. And if you don't like it, you can get out. I had to put my foot down because I didn't feel comfortable me being there and my child too. It's always a house full of people. Y'all drinking, y'all smoking. Y'all have this big, humongous dog in the house. Like, y'all live in it was really small over there and it wasn't clean. And I just couldn't do it anymore. So, yeah, like, I had to put my foot down. Plus, I didn't feel comfortable around his dad. He's weird. And then, like, come to find out, years later, years after I had my daughter, his dad ended up sleeping with Lame's girlfriend. Yeah, because Me and Lame ended up breaking up. He caught himself being with somebody else. Oh my God. That girl stalked and harassed me. Look, she had him, but she still stalked and harassed me. I don't know why. But yeah, she ended up sleeping with Lame's daddy, yes. But now we know why his mom never liked me. Now we know. Because of her man's was trying to get with me. But you know, she should have been trying to bond with me and get to know me and everything. But that's how it usually is with black moms and black sons. Like, they hardly ever like the girlfriend. They're mean to them or whatever. She even tried to fight me when I was pregnant. That's a whole nother story. But yep, he ended up hunching on his girlfriend. And yeah, I laughed at him and he cried, but that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna have to talk about that one. But yep, that's it for this story. I do appreciate y'all watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.